AI. It's best played with 4 other players. I'm only doing this with the AI just because it makes the stage a lot simpler. I'm not trying to explain to someone to help me out or anything. The AI knows to stay tight. Now, you got to watch that alleyway there. It's best not to stand down in it. I just tried to push the sapper, but it didn't work. So that's where I messed up. You can see the sapper's just blown up and they've covered the alleyway. I've got drones everywhere and there's no one here to help me. Not a good time. Let me get that heal up. So drones are smacking me now, the AI is not shooting them. That's why I say put them on masterful, because anything less and you'll end up hating the game. It's not the game's fault, it's just the AI isn't scripted as well as it could be. I don't blame the developers. They are a small team. I'm sure it's something they'll work on eventually. Now, that spawn down there is always there. You'll always end up with them drones down there. You'll have sappers come from the back sometimes, like just happened there. Not much really to be worried about here. No items laying around. First bit of items is up in this truck up here. Now this should be where we get our first blackout encounter. This is a guaranteed spawn, so you will have this 80% of the time being a blackout, the other 20% you might get a beast. But there's no way to avoid it. You may get lucky and come through and not get neither, but don't anticipate that on happening every time. Napalm grenades again. I don't know if it helps take out the blackout any quicker, but I'd rather carry napalm just in case the other spawn is the beast. Frag grenades just seem to be a bit underpowered. I don't think we're going to get this blackout spawn, so you usually get it back about there somewhere, you get the here somewhere and you'll get the blackout spawn. I'm not able to show you this round and what to do there. So nothing down to the right, there's no items down there. I will pre-warn that this ammo box up here is the last guaranteed ammo box before the end. So up until this point of the game you've been able to use your main gun pretty unreserved. You could, go crazy with it the whole way up. After we open this next gate, this ammo box here disappears, and it is the only guaranteed one I can give you. You may get one inside the facility, but it's not guaranteed. It'll be like a 50-50 spawn. Now this is the other concrete spawn. It's 2 stims and an EF-18. EF-18 is a really nice automatic shotgun, which can be quite handy for this alleyway bit if you wanted to use it. I'm going to stick with the sniper. As you can see, it has a, when I hit them, it's quite a nice sniper. Usually takes out the small drones, well it does take out the small drones, one shot doesn't matter where you get them. The bigger drones, depending on where you hit them, can take up to 3 shots to drop them. The no scope is good if you can get used to targeting on that little crosshair. But the amount of rounds that you can put out, well, there's a different spawn for you. Thresher and Whiplash at the same time. That's why it's always best to stay together. You don't know what's going to spawn when. Nothing's guaranteed. Well, not much is guaranteed. So we wait for our guys to come down. When everyone's ready, pump this switch. Your ammo box up there will disappear, so if you wanted to reload, there was your chance. Best way to do this is open the gate, head straight on in, get on down here, shoot any drones in your way. Don't dawdle in this alleyway. They'll come up over this wall here in some spots. They also fly over that wall there. But the idea of coming down here is that you'll get, hopefully the spawn up on the hill where we just came from, and they have to run down the alleyway like they're doing now. Always watch your back. You may get, yeah, it happened just then. You may get a spawn behind you like this. Don't know how that thresher just got me, but probably climb the wall here. Now everyone usually runs up there straight away. It's best to come around here to the left. There is another little cache thing that you can't really access without coming back, so just throw them up to protect yourself in here if you don't want to use them around the front. This is a 50-50 spawn. That ammo box is not guaranteed there. We'll take the time to heal ourselves up. Do recommend spreading these landmines out, because otherwise they're just going to be a waste. You just use them, throw them around, doesn't matter. If they don't go off, they don't go off. If you get lucky and they take out a couple of drones, then so be it. It might help you later on. Napalms, sniper, ammo's full. Try reserve your main weapon. Like I said, if them ammo boxes aren't here, you can be in a bit of trouble. There is a chance that you can get an ammo box in this cache here as well, sometimes. Not often. Another heal kit in there if needed. Yeah, I recommend bringing up them 2 barricades and whatever flame things you can find, gas cylinders you can find. These 2 down here do help. You don't need the other 2 that I had back from the start there. It's not a necessity. These 2 here aren't a necessity either, but they'll just help you out. That way you can reserve 1 or 2 from up here. So if you lose 1 or 2, you've still got some there to throw down just in case. But this section of the map doesn't last too long. You're here for about 10 minutes, but preparation is key. If you can set up properly, you're almost guaranteed to finish this part. If you run in willy-nilly and you're just like, yeah, I'll Rambo this, you're not going to have a good time. So I like to set them up like this. You don't have to actually set them up to be something that they have to run through. As long as they can run past it, and we got a beast. As long as they can run past it, they're still going to set on fire without having to knock it down to get past it. So yeah, that beast is on me. That's how I want it. I'll wait for him to come over here. Hopefully he doesn't take out my barricade. No. But that cade that he just ran around should have set him on fire. I'll just set that one there off. There we go. Now we'll take a bit more damage. You've got plenty of kite space in here, so don't be shy. If you're the one being chased, it's like a figure 8. So you can come around here, you can run around the thing and use it like a circuit, or you can come through the middle there like I just did. Coming through the middle is probably not the best. I only went this way because my other regular path was blocked by all them drones that I didn't want to deal with while trying to deal with this big fella. So, well, that's how you take down a beast. Just run from it. If you're targeted, run. Don't try and stand in front of it. Don't stand near the person who's being targeted. You're just going to get yourself killed. Now, upgrade your barricades. Always recommended. They seem to last a bit longer when they've got the flame walls on them. A being that they can't take as much damage from the drones hitting them because the drones are catching on fire, and I think it may even add a bit of life to them, but don't hold me to that. I'm not sure. I can't confirm it. So you can see them running past it, catching on fire. That's how I want it. It doesn't have to actually be a stop. And as soon as you make a stop, they're going to stop to try and bash it down, and that's when you're going to lose a bit of time on your barricade. Now I've hit that switch. That's a time switch, and once you've hit it, you come back here and you want to get ready because you're going to have a beast spawn as well as a swarm. So you really want to be prepared for this bit. Got my barricade set up in a sort of fashion. Oh, we've got a blackout. So that's a low. You usually get a beast. 10% of the time, I'll say you'll get a blackout. This is chaos here. You get all sorts of stuff coming through while you're trying to deal with this. Threshers, whiplashes, sappers. He doesn't like the flamethrower, but just be mindful that you will burn your allies if they're too close to it. Straight through that shield. Swap over. Not getting enough output on that flamer. Right. That was a whiplash, I think, that scream. Not sure if you could hear it, I just made it out myself. No. Not advisable to stand here and wait like this, like I'm doing. I'm just doing it because I know what's going on with the map. But once the time is over, this switch here, there we go, she'll open up. As soon as that door's open, get on in there, and map is finished. That's it, guys. You follow them directions and you'll nail it down most of the time, unless you get a really unlucky spawn, but them things can't be helped. I hope that helps, guys, and thanks for watching.